Welcome to Community Connections. I'm Kathy Millett. Joining us on the show today is Jean DeFreitas, Personal Financial Management Specialist, and we're here to talk about military saves.
Yeah, military saves is a personal pledge that you're either going to try to cut back on expenses or you're going to try to save more money. For instance, your retirement account. This year, for 2015, the 401ks, TSP, monetary amount is $18,000. The individual retirement account is $5,500. We emphasize you should be trying to save 10 to 15% for retirement savings purposes.
Okay, and how much should people have for emergency funds?
Emergency savings, that's one of the areas that we kind of emphasize the most in conjunction with the retirement accounts. I think you're supposed to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses.
Okay.
I think for the single military service member, maybe minimum $3,000, ideally $5,000. I think most families with a couple of children should have a minimum of $10,000 emergency savings account, ideally $15K. Probably a money market savings or a good savings account would be the ideal place to keep the emergency savings.
Okay, now we talked earlier off camera about this, but we were talking about retirement, and I was really shocked to hear how much you need for retirement.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that people ignore the most, or at least they wait or they prolong retirement savings till maybe 45, and that's one of the worst things you can do, because if you start young, you know, realistically you might be able to get away with just $300 a month for retirement savings, but if you wait 10 years, it's more than double, $700 a month. If you do like the average American at 45 years of age, you're talking $1,700. Ideally, you're looking at a target of about $500,000. In fact, the average pension is worth about $500,000. A gunny's pension, a chief's pension is worth about $500,000. Social Security checks are worth about $500,000. As long as you don't die that first year, you start collecting. And then, of course, Social Security Administration recommends that you have $500,000 of your own money. And one of the easiest ways to obtain $500,000 of your own money is to get $25K in a retirement account, preferably a stock retirement account, stock investment, and get that $25K in there before age 25, and you should be looking at $500,000 40 years from now.
Okay, and if you get a later start, how much should you have in there?
A later start, that's where you got to start double, tripling 10 times. Again, that 35-year-old, instead of $300, needs to put $700 a month.
Wow.
That 45-year-old has to put $1,700 instead of $700 a month.
And you offer a bunch of different classes there. Can you tell me a few of them?
Yes, we're at Marine Family Programs. We offer all the financial classes at all the camps, Foster, Courtney, Kinzer. You can register for the classes either online, MCCS's website, or you can call any of the Marine and Family Programs branches, and we'll take the registration over the phone. But again, we recommend maybe the Money Management Workshop is probably one of the better classes to start with. Obviously, saving and investing, the credit report analysis, 401k classes. We've got a variety of financial classes.
Before we leave, what would you recommend, why would you recommend to the younger Marines out there to get in there and start saving?
You know, Kathy, it really comes down to the time value of money. The earlier you start, the less you have to save. There's really no secret to this financial stuff. It's spend less than what you make. It's put the 10 to 15% in that retirement account. It's get that emergency savings account established. It's really not that difficult. You just got to take a couple of preliminary steps, and I think that's taking our classes to know what you should be doing, and then you just take action, and it's all downhill after that.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Kathy.
For more information, be sure to check out our website at mccsokinawa.com.